Frank E. Woodruff Elementary School is a great place to learn. As teachers and students, we show our school pride by understanding and following the school rules that help make Woodruff a safe community of dedicated lifetime learners. This video was created by our staff and students. Let's see how well you do identifying the students who are not following the school rules. Then we can look at children who put safety and good manners first. When you look at each scene in the video, put your thumbs up if you see the students following the rules, and put your thumbs down if you see students making poor choices. Ready? Here we go! How many of you saw students making poor choices? When playing on the big toy, we should never run, never throw wood chips, never keep others from going down the slide. Don't go down the slide head first. Don't climb on the outside of the slide. Remember not to play tag or go in opposite directions on the monkey bars. Now let's look at some other students. Remember, put your thumbs up if they're following the school rules, and put your thumbs down if these students are not following school rules.
I play here. Ooh, yeah, it's fun.
These children know how to have a good time, and still, they are really safe. When on the big toy, remember to always go in one direction on the monkey bars from the big toy out toward the ladder and then down to the wood chips. Always walk and be considerate of those around you. Always go down the slide feet first. How are you doing so far? I bet there are some rules you didn't even know about. Here comes another scene. Get those thumbs ready.
Hey! Hey! Come on now! Hey, if you eat your own I didn't do anything. So unfair. Huh, you did Again! You're out of line, I guess it does. No, it doesn't. Hey, you're out. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. The ball went out, not me. But you're out. No, I'm not. You get out of this game. Hey, it's my turn. Hey, you're out.
When playing handball, we need to follow the rules. Never eat on the playground. Never fight with children who are in line or playing. Remember, never try to hit the ball while you are waiting in line. You're really getting the hang of it now. Here comes another handball scene. Are you ready? Always play handball by the rules. Always wait in line until it's your turn. And remember, always find a Peace Patrol student if you have any problems while playing. Woodruff School has handball, tetherball, and Foursquare rules that every student is expected to follow. Do you know the rules? Now let's look at a tetherball game and see if these students are following Woodruff School rules or making up their own rules.
Hey, you did a ropey. No, second That's not fair. No, second Chancey.
When playing tetherball, we need to follow the rules. Never take second chances when you are out. Never argue with other children who are playing. Here's another tetherball scene. You be the judge of how these children are playing.
She did a ropey. She did a ropey. I know. I'll get a piece of What happened here? She did a ropey. Did you guys see her do a ropey?
I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see anything. So if only one is complaining, that means that they have to stop playing.
Always play tetherball by the rules. Always wait your turn in line. Always find a Peace Patrol student if you are having any problems while playing. Remember to agree to follow the Peace Patrol student's decision. And always be kind to each other while playing. Now let's watch some children play Foursquare. Get ready to share what you think.
I got your first. I got your first. Let's race to see who wins. Fine.
When playing Foursquare, we need to follow the rules. Never argue with a student over who is out. And don't race to a corner to determine who is the winner. Watch the students in this next scene and remember, thumbs up or thumbs down.
Let's choose to see who wins. Rock, paper, scissors.
Always play Foursquare by the rules. Always wait in line until it is your turn. Try playing rock, paper, scissors if you are having a disagreement. And remember, always speak to each other in a kind voice. All children are expected to squat down after the recess bell rings. When the teacher on duty blows the whistle, you are to walk to your lines. Let's look at this next scene of students walking in after recess.
Stop! Can you please walk to your line? Walk to your line. Walk. Nobody's gonna listen to you. Please walk to your line.
When walking in from recess, we should never run. Don't continue bouncing the balls, jumping ropes, or playing games after you are told to walk to your lines. Never ignore the teacher or the Peace Patrol when being asked to stop or slow down. Here's the same group of students walking to their lines. Think about what you see these children doing.
Thank you.
Always walk to your line quietly. Pick up your play equipment and bring it back to the cart. Respect the teachers and Peace Patrol. They are here to keep you safe. Put your name on the paper if you do get a Peace Patrol star. Using the water fountain at school can be a problem when so many children need to take turns in such a short amount of time. Watch these students in the next scene and get ready to discuss what you see.
Stop it! Hey, hard idea! Stop it, Michael! Stop! Michael!
When using the water fountain, you should never push other students. Don't spray each other with water. And never yell at each other to hurry up. Now let's watch the students again at the water fountain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out.
When using the water fountain, you should always wait your turn patiently. Count from 1 to 5 for each turn. Be courteous to each other. You might not realize that we even have rules for using the restrooms here at Woodruff. Look at the students in this next scene, and maybe you'll be able to tell why they're important.
Stop, there are already 3 people in there. Okay, you three can go. Hey, stop! Hey, there are already people in there. I have to live with this.
When using the restrooms, you should never run in and out. Don't yell or play with others while inside. Remember to never bring in playground equipment with you. Don't ignore the teacher or the peace patrol when they are asking you to wait outside or not to run in. Here's another look at the same situation. What are some of the differences you see from the last scene?
Stop. There are already 3 people in there. Okay, you 3 can go. Wait, you have to leave the ball outside.
Okay.
When using the restroom, you should always walk in quietly. Always use the facilities and then walk out. Wait your turn patiently outside if there are 3 students already inside. Leave your playground equipment outside and give each other privacy when inside the restrooms. In the mornings before school begins, all students are expected to walk through the gates and go directly to the cafeteria for breakfast or to their classroom lines on the playground. Let's look at this next scene of students arriving at school in the morning.
You move! Hey, I called it!
Stop.
I have questions first! No way! I have questions that you don't! I'm more important!
When coming to school, you should never swing your backpacks or sweatshirts at each other. Don't yell or play or run up to the school. Don't walk through the flower beds or dirt areas. And remember, never ignore a teacher or a Peace Patrol student when asking you to slow down or stop. Now let's watch another version of children arriving at school in the morning.
Morning, Peace Patrol. Morning.
Hi. Hi, Peace Patrol.
When coming to school, you should always walk up to the school quietly. Keep your hands and belongings to yourself. Walk directly to the cafeteria for breakfast or to your line on the playground. Remember, be polite to everyone you see, saying good morning or hello. At the end of each day, students go home in many different ways. Some wait for the bus, some get picked up by their parents, others meet friends and family and walk home together. With so much going on, it's very important to know what rules to follow for everyone's safety.
Ow! Hey, move! Move! Hey, move!
Stop, please stop. Wait for the bus, please.
When leaving the school, you should never run in the hallways or out the gate. Don't push or shove other people. Don't leave trash on the ground. Don't ignore a teacher or the Peace Patrol if asked to sit outside to wait for the bus. And if you do walk home, don't talk to strangers. Here's another end of the day scene. Let's see how these students leave the campus. Are they following the rules?
Okay.
Hello, Peace Patrol. Hi. Please sit down and wait for the bus. Hi. What's up? The bus right there. Where? I don't see it.
When leaving the school, you should always walk out quietly. If you get picked up by car, meet your family and walk with them to the car. If you go home by bus, wait for the bus while seated quietly. If you walk home with family and friends, wait for them and walk together. All teachers agree that any noise in the hallway disrupts classroom learning. Watch this scene and get ready to share what you see.
I can't believe you laughed at me at handball. You laughed at me at handball.
You laughed at me.
Either way, it's not fair.
When walking in the hallways, you should never run or skip. Don't yell or play with others. At Woodruff School, we are not allowed to hang out talking with a friend in the hallway. Never make unnecessary noise. Get ready to watch students in the hallway again and raise your hand to let us know what you see that's different from the last hallway scene. When walking in the hallways, you should always walk quietly to where you have to go without stopping. Always listen to any teacher, the principal, or a Peace Patrol student if they ask you to stop running, slow down, or to keep moving to where you are going. Our school cafeteria is a very busy place, but did you know that if we all do our part in keeping it clean and listening to the lunchroom staff, we can feed all of our students in a very short amount of time? Take a look at this scene and be ready to talk about what you see.
They're going to look over and get out the trash. Who's going to get it?
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, it's time to go outside. Please remember to pick up the trash on and underneath your table. All right, table 11, please stand. And if you two can make sure the table is clean, you guys may walk out to recess.
When in the cafeteria, you should never run in or out. Don't yell or play with others while inside. We are not allowed to bring playground equipment into the cafeteria. Never ignore a teacher, lunch aide, or Peace Patrol student when they speak to you. And remember, don't leave your trash, throw anything, or push other students. Let's watch the cafeteria scene one more time to see what changes were made.
All right, table 11, please stand. And if you two can make sure the table is clean, you guys may walk out to recess.
Shall we go?
Hi, Kirsten. Hi, Kirsten. Hi, Kirsten. Hi, friend.
When in the cafeteria, you should always walk in and out quietly. Always use quiet voices when talking to each other in the cafeteria. Remember to wait your turn patiently for food. Clean up after yourself and follow all instructions from teachers, the lunch aides, and the Peace Patrol. Most importantly, the students on the ends of each table need to check that everyone has cleaned up before their row may leave the table. Kindergarten students have different toys to play with on the playground, but even our smallest students must follow school rules to keep themselves safe. We used older students in these next scenes to demonstrate some of the ways we can all be made more aware of what safe play looks like in contrast to play that can result in an injured child. What do you see that looks dangerous in this next clip?
You're good. You're on the swing. Yes.
Go higher! Go higher!
When using the swings, you should never run in or around the swings. Don't yell or talk with other students who are on the swings. Never lay on your stomach or stand on the swings. And don't swing as high as you can go. It makes it hard to stop. Now let's watch the students again at the swings and think about what you see that looks different from the last scene.
23, 24, 25. Come on, it's our turn.
When using the swings, you should always swing at an average height so you can stop easily when it's someone else's turn. Always remember not to move past the short wall toward the swinging students until the student is already off the swing. Teachers and administrators are dedicated to making Woodruff School the very safest place for a student to learn and play. We want you to watch this next scene on the climbing dome in the kindergarten playground and discuss what you see. When using the climbing dome, you should never run in or around the play area. Don't hang upside down or by one hand. Never lay down on the dome. You might get hurt. And remember, don't block another student who is trying to make their way through the dome. Now let's watch students in the same play area. What do you see that looks different in this scene?
Need help? Yes. Just go through one of these holes.
When using the climbing dome, you should always climb up, go through, and come down slowly. Always make sure you are using both hands. Walk around the play area watching for other students. And always be considerate of the other children who are sharing the same equipment with you. The entire staff at Woodruff School takes pride in our clean and well-maintained campus. Students can show school pride by putting trash in the proper place. Watch these students at the outside lunch area and decide whether they are doing their best to keep our school clean.
Hey, let's go play Foursquare. Sure, I'm in.
When at the outside lunch tables, you should never drop your trash on the ground. Don't leave your trash on the tables. Remember, you are not allowed to walk onto the playground while you are still eating. And at Woodruff School, we never walk on the tables or run around the table area. Here's another scene of the students at the lunch tables. Let's see how they do. When using the outside lunch tables, you should always make sure your trash goes in the trash can. Always pick up anything else you see on the ground. Remember, finish what you are eating before leaving. And always walk around the area, making sure you don't hurt anyone else. On behalf of all of us at Woodruff School, we would like to thank you for watching our safety video. But before you go, we want you to think about what it means to be kind. When we think about other people's feelings and try our best every day, we make this school the very best and safest place to be for all of us. Watch these two last scenes and think about the type of place you want to be every day.
Can we play? No, get your own road. You guys want to stop? Can I play?
Go away, get your own ball.
Yeah. What you staring at?
I know what you're staring at.
Oh, Jennifer.
Don't go fast, guys. You're gonna hurt.
When using the playground equipment, you should never take all the equipment for just you or your friends. Don't spin the rope in a circle on the ground for other children to jump over or play tug of war with the ropes. What starts off as fun could end up with someone being injured. And remember, don't yell or be rude to other children when they want to play with you. In our last clip, we are going to watch Woodruff students showing each other respect and kindness. 2 very important rules to live by each and every day, whether at school or in the community. We hope you've learned something new today about our school rules and share what you've learned with your families. Remember, rules are everywhere, and they help us.
Can we play? Sure, get in line. You want to do this first?
Sure, come on.
When using the playground equipment, you should always use the equipment properly. Let others play with you. Remember to always wait your turn patiently in line. And at Woodruff School, we always treat everyone with respect and kindness.
Hey, look, there's a spaceship! Oh,